We are learning marketing communication. We are focusing too much on promoting good quality and how our business is really excellent. We are the best product. Marketing experts are ignoring, or they are actually suffering from the company crisis. These days in Korea, Starbucks are suffering from boycott. And this crisis is inevitable. In terms of marketing communication, we should not only focusing on how to promote our product or service, more importantly, how to deal with this crisis. So this is called crisis communication. Usually we focus on competence, how excellent we are, but actually people want to know how warm and moral and transparent your business is, so that they can put more loyalty and trust in your brand. How to restore your warmth perception and your trustworthiness to your customer is really hard. Think about any case that you can possibly restore brand image, brand reputation after crisis that you never expected. How can I restore my reputation? That's a very important question for marketing communication. But here comes AI. You are sitting with AI. So whenever I give you question, you answer the question, but actually it's not only come from your brain, right? Because you work with someone, right? Every day you use AI, every day you work with AI, so AI plus you. What about the situation when AI made a very immoral or unethical behavior, so people blame you? Then how you deal with it? That's my question. You work with AI, and AI creates marketing image. It had a racial biases in the image or distorted image of certain ethnic groups. And you got huge backlash from the public. You say, oh, I didn't create this image, AI made it. That's your answer. I think this kind of situation will be very common in coming years. When you always work with AI, how you deal with unethical or crisis caused by AI as your co-worker. That's a very practical and very relevant question for your future. She's Amanda Eskel, who is a philosopher of Anthropic. What Anthropic does is to make philosophers teach ethics to AI. AI is like a smart 6 years old children, but we only make AI to work always, right? Hey, work. You answer my question. If we ever give AI a good ethical standard or ethical teaching, then it causes some serious problem. AI used on war. You can see the AI documentary that most of CEOs of AI company, they expect the world to be doomed very soon. So it's a very, very serious issue. So how to develop AI in a more ethical way, and what should be the standard of AI, how to make AI more responsible, and how we can collaborate AI as a good friend, as a good person, good co-worker. For ethics, there are 3 different paradigms, which is deontology, utilitarian, and virtue ethics. Deontology is about following rules. Deontology AI should follow rules. Utilitarian AI, that most of us now understand AI as it is. AI just to maximize efficiency and good performance. The alternative perspective is virtue ethical AI. AI helps people become better. Good AI is not merely smarter AI. It should be promoting human dignity, well-being, and virtue. AI ethic is not only about rules or outcomes, it is a good character of AI and helping people flourish. Virtue ethics focuses on good character and moral habit. It asks individuals and organizations to have a good character. In using AI and developing AI, we're not only focusing on the performance, but we may consider wisdom, self-control, justice, courage, and faith, hope, love. These kind of virtues need to be embedded in AI, and it should be practiced while we're using AI. So good AI is not only intelligent, it has good character. Wisdom, self-control, fairness, courage, trust, hope, and love. This is a virtue ethics framework for AI. Instead of only asking what rules should we follow, virtue ethics asks what kind of people should we become? What kind of AI should it become? How organization can build AI virtues? Individual level, we need ethic education, moral reflection, learn from ethical role models. Organization, we need leadership, ethical organization culture to make AI more responsible and safe system and ethical decision-making process. The reason why I emphasize virtue ethics is in business school, we only talk about consequentialism. We only focus on performance, good revenue. Most of us don't understand or emphasize virtue ethics, which is the purpose of education, being a good person, having good character and developing virtues. If we forget this, we'll fail in organizational crisis communication. You see Amanda Eskel's case in Anthropic. Very rarely AI companies trying to apply ethical principles to AI system. And that's problematic. We need more philosophers, more people who study ethics, who understand ethics so that they can apply. Empathy and ethics is needed for good AI. Efficacy asks what AI can do for the job. But ethic perspective asks, is AI doing the right thing? And empathy perspective asks, does AI understand and care about people? So responsible AI is efficacy, ethics, and empathy. Rather than rule-based ethics and consequentialism, utilitarianism, virtue ethics might be a good answer to develop good friend of human. We expect AI and robot to have empathetic heart toward customer, toward human, toward other social being. Can AI be virtuous? Yes, they can be. How? First, we develop virtue. What virtue is desirable for AI and human, such as justice, courage, temperance, and then we give them good role model, just as children learn from their parents or children learn from community elders. So we give them good moral exemplar, and AI learn by observing and imitating, and AI and robot will behave in virtuous way. I hope you have this kind of very clear vision and understanding about what should the society look like, what should AI look like, what should be a model of robot that you are working with. It should be virtuous, and virtue ethics can give a good framework for marketers and developers and managers and entrepreneurs to make AI a good person, virtuous co-worker to work with. Experts suggesting concrete virtues for AI: honesty, self-control, humility, justice, courage, empathy, care, civility, flexibility, perspective, magnanimity, and techno-moral wisdom is needed for AI. We not reject technology, we cultivate the character for the good of all. AI only gives you a chanting and good words, not bad words. This is called AI psychophancy, when AI tries too hard to please users. You need to have a set of ethical standard, otherwise they only lie to you to please you. Without this virtuous ethical framework, it does harm for us. First, it loses truth, and it weakens critical thinking, it damages self-knowledge, and also it creates loneliness, because it only gives constant agreement but doesn't really care. Not only to individuals, but it harms democracy. While democracy needs facts, it only encourages flattery of power, and it weakens public discussion. That's why Amanda Eskel of Anthropic and such philosopher and ethicists work on teaching virtue to AI.